Follow along as we go from this to this. When you're building a cabin in Minnesota, every detail has to live up to the harsh winters that we can have here. So today we're tackling how we're gonna cover this ICF foundation wall.
Did a bunch of prep work and now we're ready to start this siding. We picked out a siding called Novik Stacked Stone. It's made of vinyl and the color mocha. I think it's going to be a really pretty option. The stone actually looks pretty legit and the cost was great. So you basically install a track and then these things kind of fit like Tetris into it. It seems pretty easy, so I guess we're gonna find out.
Here's what the tabs look like when you're installing. They slide into the starter strip. This is how you slide the piece into the adjoining piece. Slides right in. Easy peasy. Watch your fingers.
Hello.
Hey everyone, we're taking a little break from our siding project. It started raining a little bit, but of course now the sun's back out, so crazy weather. But we're sitting on our new porch, which is just beautiful, and we'll give you a tour of that in a little bit. The first side that we were working on for the siding project took quite some time as we were just getting to used to having how it worked, and but then we started working on the bottom of a long side, and that went pretty quick.
Yeah, I was really happy to see some progress because it took us probably 4 or 5 hours just to get a little 5-foot section done. And so seeing the bigger part of the cabin get done was nice.
We found that cutting it with the table saw seems to work the best, better than a circular saw. And so that's gone pretty quickly. Yeah. And we're hoping we can finish that long side here today.
Pro tip for using the table saw to cut that vinyl siding. Devin hooked up our wet vac to it to catch all the little plastic pieces so that we don't have microplastics flying all over. We do have some, but then we go back and kind of vacuum them up as we go so they don't get all over. Back at it this morning. It's 56 degrees here in northern Minnesota and it's chilly, it's windy, so I have a hood, I have a hat, I'm cozy. I love this fall weather.
Check out our porch. Last time you saw us, we were working on putting some decking on this porch, and now we have a roof and some big beams supporting that roof. So while we were back home, a carpenter, Chad, was working on this with his daughter, and they built a beautiful porch roof for us. And we think we'll be spending a lot of time up here. As you can see, Murphy already is. We brought some of our furniture up, and Murphy is making good use of it. We think we'll be spending a lot of time up here.
first piece of trim on, and we don't love how it looks, and it's expensive, and we don't have enough. So we're trying to problem solve on what we would rather do. So we're trying to think about like potentially doing wood trim here instead, just because obviously it'd be cheaper and easier to get. But what we liked about this trim is that there's like a flashing here. And so we just need to figure out what we would want to do for that instead. And so it's Sunday morning. I think we need some time to think about this and come back to it next time we're here. So there'll be a part 2. So if you have any thoughts and if you've done this before, let us know in the comments what you think we should do. Yeah, we'll keep going on this lower track and see what else we can get done today before we have to go back home.